Greetings everyone. I am your host and educator Naval Kishore. Welcome to the channel Thermal Engineering and its application. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get the regular updates. So today's topic that we are going to study is the pressurized diagram with relation with the heat release diagram. So how these two diagrams are compared with each other and what is the impact of heat release rate on pressurized diagram. Now this pressurized diagram directly denotes the actual phenomenon of the combustion in case of CI engine. So what are those stages of combustion in actual? Let us study those with respect to how pressure is varied with respect to the theta or crank angle position of the piston. Now let us see, the compression is happening, that means the air is being compressed, and at a certain position of the crank angle degree we start the injection, or also called as the start of injection point, which is denoted by point A over here. Now we have already discussed how the pressure variation is happening in case of the ignition delay. So let us not discuss that point right now. So here is the point of start of combustion, that is the point at which the combustion will be starting. So this is called as the first stage of the combustion, which is also called as the ignition delay. So this is subdivided into two parts. From point A to point 1 is physical delay, and from point 1 to point B is chemical delay. So let us call those as A and B, small a and small b. So this physical delay we have already studied in detail. Now what happens at point B, or what happens during this phase? So during the ignition delay, pre-flame reaction will be happening. So whatever amount of fuel is injected, that injected fuel is going to play an important part on how exactly the fuel will be releasing the energy. So whatever energy has been combined by the virtue of the compression or by the energy interaction between the compressed air and that of the fuel. So this fuel is now ready to burn because it has reached the self-ignition temperature at point B, and all those fuels that are spread across the combustion chambers are ready to burn at the same period of time. So owing to that particular phenomenon, we are going to get a sudden rise in pressure. So this is also called as the pre-flame combustion or the uncontrolled combustion phase, because we cannot control this pressure rise by any means, because already some of the fuel has been injected, and that injected fuel is now playing an important role in pressure rise of this particular stage. So let us try to correlate this factor of pressure rise with the heat release rate. So here we have on the y-axis the heat release rate, and x-axis again the same thing, the crank angle position of the piston. So this heat release will be starting at point B of theta. So here is that point, and there will be again sudden rise in heat release rate because pre-flame reaction is taking place. So what you can observe is the pressure rise and the heat release rate both are sudden, both are spontaneous, and both cannot be controlled, because already some amount of fuel is injected and this cannot be controlled by any means now. Whatever has happened has happened. So let us now go with the next stage of the combustion, which is called as the uncontrolled combustion. So it starts at the point of maximum pressure. So what exactly happens? Now as we have already studied about the valve timing diagram, if you have any doubt regarding the valve timing diagram, you can refer on the info button and you can check out in detail how exactly valve timing diagram works. So that will give you an idea from which point up to which point we are going to inject the fuel in case of CI engine. Now CI engine, as we have already stated, that A is the point where start of injection takes place, but we have not ended the injection, the fuel injection yet. So this fuel injection is still continuing even after this pre-flame reaction. So somewhere over here the fuel injection will end. So this is a point or theta which represent fuel injection stops. Now because we can control the amount of fuel that can be injected in this phase, because of that controlled amount of fuel to be injected or controlled amount of fuel that is injected, there would be the rise in heat release rate as per the fuel amount is injected. So what you can see is there is no sudden rise in the pressure or no sudden rise in the heat release rate, but it is going to be a gradual one, increase as well as then reduction depending on fuel injection has stopped. So this phenomenon corresponds to the change in the pressure in the second stage of combustion, in the third stage of the combustion in CI engine, which we also call as a controlled combustion stage. So because we have controlled heat release, we will be having certain rise in pressure after the fall in pressure, which is happening due to the expansion process. But this small rise in pressure will be with respect to the amount of heat that has been released because of some amount of fuel, added fuel is injected in this phase. So this will correspond to the third stage of combustion, which we call as the control stage of the combustion. After that, after we stop the fuel injection, there would be afterburn stage. Now what exactly is the afterburn stage? Now during the expansion process, when the piston is moving away from the TDC, whatever unburnt hydrocarbons are present, those unburnt hydrocarbons will be start igniting when they reach their own self-ignition temperature. So due to that condition, some of the unburnt hydrocarbons will be burning in the later stage of the combustion or at the end of the expansion stroke. So this is called as the fourth stage of combustion, which we also call as afterburn stage, and then the rest of the expansion. So that's all for today. Now if you have any doubt in this case, or if you need a lecture special on what will be the impact of the type of combustion chamber on the heat release rate, and what is the impact of this heat release rate on the pressurized diagram, and gradually the final impact on the combustion efficiency, do let me know in the comments below. Also, some of the video links have been given in the description below regarding the lectures that have important role with respect to this lecture. So if you have liked the lecture, hit the like button and do share with your friends in order to spread the knowledge. Thank you very much.